With respect to Islam, we should make a distinction between Muslims and Islam. Muslims as individual human beings like you and me can be influenced. We're not born, it's not a genetic discrepancy to be a Muslim. You're just an individual human being and you can be persuaded to change your mind and so engage in critical thinking and change the course of your life. Islam, just like Nazism, today is a very violent, totalitarian, very dangerous doctrine. And the sooner we see it, the better. With such urgent matters as what are we going to do about Ahmadinejad, I think the most logical thing, I don't know exactly how to get there, but the thing that comes to me is just prevent him from getting the bomb for all the obvious reasons. A, he's going to use it. B, if he gets the bomb, the others will want it. Pakistan has already got it, but Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Turkey will also say if Ahmadinejad has it, we also want it. In which case you will have a concentration of nuclear weapons in the hands of authoritarian dictatorships that have no scruples about using it. I think we should be doing business with them. I don't believe in aid because it has been proven for the last 50 years that it doesn't work. But trade, invest in Africa. Let Africans change their own destiny. I lived in Kenya for a long time, and when a mass uprising expressed in the form of demonstrations comes about against the government then violently puts that down. Now, a number of the Africans that I spoke to and we knew at the time would say, if Daniel Arap Moi did not have all this money that he is getting from Britain and other Western countries in aid, he would not be able to buy the weapons to crash us. So that in many African countries, because of aid, the authoritarian figures there can afford to get the weapons and the money to oppress their own government, their own people. That's an issue that aid workers simply don't want to deal with, and I think it's a shame. It depends on where they are. If you're in Europe or in America, you have access to so much education, so much empirical evidence that you can change your own life if you do certain things. I would say to Muslims living in the West, take advantage, full advantage of that. Develop your mind and your faculties of critical thinking and look around you. And why are we here? I mean, try and answer that question. Why are millions of Muslims leaving their own home countries and seeking a better life in the West? What is it in the West that they're doing right, that we are doing wrong? If you are in Muslim countries, then there's a difference. That the wealthy Muslim countries through oil, the Saudi citizens, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwaitis and so on, who can afford, because they don't have to go about, they don't have to spend 90% of their time seeking bread, like the poor neighborhoods of Egypt. That group can make a change and can bring in, because we live in the age of internet and so on, they can translate progressive books, the Enlightenment, lots of ideas of books here into Arabic and bring it and give it to their own people. Right now they're only reading the Quran. It's very little to live on intellectually. In poor countries, what you see now is that the Islamic Brotherhood or Brotherhood organizations, fundamentalist Islamic organizations, are the ones who are providing the care, and it's an uncorrupt care, health care, food, the rule of law, making sure that places are safe, neighborhoods are safe, and so on. And that can be challenged by, I would say, people who will not replace one form of oppression with another form of oppression.